Hi guys. Yep, that's me, David Bennett. I was just thanks for the nice introduction. That my first slide kind of covered that, but yeah, I'm the founder of Mimic Productions and also Pixel Thinkers, and worked on Avatar, Tintin, Rise of Planet of the Apes, doing a lot of facial motion capture. I was the manager of those teams and many other movies, and I wrote some provisional patents on AI and built a bunch of chatbots and worked on Sophia Robot and a lot of other cool kind of techie things throughout my career. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about Mimic. I founded it in 2012, and we've worked on like over 500 projects to date, crossing a lot of different mediums from XR to film, gaming, AI, fashion, you name it. We've kind of done anything that really can use a digital human in any kind of form. And so what I did over time is Mimic Productions has been going on for quite some time, but so now I'm kind of looking at expanding Mimic, and we really looked at basically like the three parts of really XR and what really needs to be done there. So we're focusing now on metaverse services, like building the environments and all that stuff as well, with a brand called Synthetic Portal. And also we're building Pixel Thinkers, which is a new company that I'm starting, which really focuses on building smart avatars so they can communicate to you in real time, basically having all the expressions and stuff like that that you would want from your avatar to have a human kind of feel to it. And so basically I wanted to talk a little bit about our pipeline for this, for each of these and how they all interrelate. And first we always, especially with digital humans, we start with the scanning, and then after that we go into like modeling and texturing the characters or environments. And we build the hair, and then we do rigging, which we spend a lot of time on that, and then motion capture / animation, which gives that final look to the movement, and then we do the AI integration. And so I'm going to go through each one of these a little bit. And so with the scanning, we built the scanner. We actually have two scanners, a body scanner and a head scanner. And we built these over time, this is a picture of our scanner, and it's got like 100 different cameras on it, and we use those to capture the minute pore detail of the characters and so forth. And with like our head scanner here, we can get really quite good, quite a bit of detail out of it. That's because there's like a lot of cameras just directly aimed on the head, and then we can process these scans for a variety of different projects. As you can tell, the detail is quite high, and then we take that and go into our post-processing. And so, like when they get post-processed, we take them and we break it up into all these crazy little maps that have roughness and this like the normal map, and then there's multiple layers that feed in differently to different rendering engines, whether it be Unreal, Unity, or V-Ray or something like that, to give the final overlook. And our artists kind of really perfected this over time, mixed with our technology, and it's something we do a lot of things with. And so but we don't always just use technology to build stuff. Sometimes we actually use artistry as well. This became extremely important during COVID. We were no longer able to travel anymore and meet up with people. So we just started kind of looking at a lot of, reference images and stuff like that to really kind of understand what the character looks like. And we would try to build them to look as if we were to scan them. And we would do this by looking at, multiple different pictures, because people look different from different angles and stuff like that. And we also use this technique often, like if we're trying to bring somebody back to life, or something like that, which we get asked to do from time to time. And sometimes people just hand us a picture and say, make the character, which is fun. Or we build cartoon characters as well. So we're not just using data all the time. Sometimes it's more our artists driving it, depending on what our clients are asking for. And yes, of course, creatures too. It's kind of a fun little guy we made. It's actually this is actually Kate Blanchett singing right now, but it's beside the point. And so we also do a lot with clothing, and this is obviously it relates to the character quite a bit. And we actually, over time, strangely enough, seem to be one of the top people working in fashion these days. I never expected that whenever I started the company. I thought we were doing more digital humans, but the fashion industry is actually one of the biggest pushes in 3D out there, and I never really expected that to happen, but that's certainly what did happen. And we customize these for like real-time experiences with different kinds of simulations running on them, depending on which engine it's running in, or what we're rendering it out of. And so of course we do hair too, because characters need hair, and sometimes we use XGen or real-time simulations for the hair. And these are just a few styles. And one of the things that we do quite a bit, which I had a lot of experience on, is we do a lot of facial rigging. Of course, when I worked on all the big films with motion capture, facial rigging became really a big part of the beginning of Mimic, trying to use fact-based systems to create expressions of different characters in any way that they can move their face. For example, the face is broken up in about 50 main expressions, and then we add corrective shapes to make them work better together. So, for example, you might have like a big smile and a jaw open, and when they get combined, they make a smile jaw open. And all these different expressions can get added together to make highly expressive characters and make them animate really well in real time or not. And so we also do a lot of stuff with motion capture. This is actually, this is our stage. This is a stand-in character from when we were shooting some stuff for The Matrix 4 and the video game trailer as well, showing the latest, what's going on in Unreal. And yeah, just a little bit of behind the scenes there. We also do a lot of body rigging. This part right here is kind of the part where you check the deformations, make sure that they work all properly, make sure that when you rotate your arm or hand or whatever, the skeleton that's underneath kind of deforms the body correctly. And we call this a ROM. This is basically where you try to test your character to make sure that they can work under any kind of specific deformations, no matter what shape the body decides to make whenever you put motion capture on. And yeah, and we do a lot of game animation stuff for XR or games, and we build a lot of animation libraries. We've worked with a lot of institutions to build AI-based libraries and make sure that there can be smooth transitions between each of the characters' movements, to make sure that it's really nice and realistic whenever it moves in real time. And this happens by finding in and out points of different loops and so forth, and loops to grab and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. And we do a lot of facial animation too, of course, because that's a big part of what we've been doing with the gaming industry. It was definitely what we initially started doing early on to make characters really come to life. And yeah, so that's the main thing about Mimic. Now I'm kind of moving on to Synthetic Portal. This is our new metaverse kind of environmental kind of creation services. So we're basically, you know, making different objects and stuff like that, whether it be scanning or building them and modeling them, and then adding in different things. And so what we do is we try to create extensive world building and really highly interactive experiences within the metaverse environments that we add our characters into. And we really focus on, since we work with a lot of different clients, having cross-compatibility between Unity and Unreal and different headsets and all of this stuff, which can be challenging, as I'm sure all of you guys know, to make sure that you're getting the ultimate quality versus the performance that happens in there. And yeah, when we're trying, now that we're using our programmers to, you know, do some game development, nothing really hardcore, but just like helping out with smaller different projects of whenever they need different kinds of interactivity and stuff like that in the gameplay. And then we also, like I said, we build environments, characters, and different objects for it. Oops. And we do a little bit of scripting and programming to make sure that the interactivity really flows for the characters. And so, yeah, and that comes into the AI aspect. And so we're really kind of trying to push this right now because of the recent changes in AI and the importance of AI and chatbots in the new in this year. And so what we did is we're making pixel anchors now, which is we're creating lifelike avatars that look, act, and sound like us. And this just seems like a natural evolution from what I've been doing for quite some time. And it was always a bit of a passion project, but now seems like the right time to do it. And so what we're doing for our customers is providing custom smart avatar services and solutions. That means we work with different people in different ways, meaning that whether they need a character or they need AI integration or they need to make their characters act, and we'll listen to what they need and provide very specific things for them, or we'll take on the entire project and make AI characters for them. It depends how they want to interact with us and work with us. And so we're really just trying to really focus on a lot of use cases and really customizing our characters and the AI to very specific niche markets to really engage people on like real-time AI communication, to really kind of give people a more interactive experience with their avatars. Oops, that's not the slide. Oops. Sorry, I just ruined it. I hit the wrong button. Now I'm going to ruin all the surprises. And so, yeah, so our questions, you know, with the avatars, we're really trying to make really emotionally interactive, highly realistic avatars that have really strong problem-solving abilities and are able to assist you. And really, we see a much deeper integration into a lot of different industries in the next few years. And so, I don't know if I can get this.
Hi.
Okay, so before I show you the real AI demo, I wanted to show you the vision that kind of got this all started. And so I was kind of looking at a lot of AI characters, and I realized they were kind of like not moving very well. And so I was like, guys, let's build our vision to what I see. And this is the way I see avatars looking in the very near future.
Hi, I'm Kai. Nice to meet you. I'm a lifelike avatar that can be customized to look, speak, and act like anyone. My DNA enables me to utilize multiple chatbot technologies to adapt to your specific needs. I can help you with so many things, like organizing your life, telling a joke, or just listening to you when you need a friend. So, let's get started. Tell me about yourself.
But we're not there yet. So I'm going to show you our real AI demo.
Hi,
If I can
I'm
get
Kai.
stop playing.
Nice to
So I put together.
Hello, can you hear me?
So this is our real AI demo, just a person interacting with a chatbot we're building. This is the early stages, but we're trying to grow this right now and improve it over time.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. How can I assist you today?
Very good. What's your name?
Thank you for asking. I'm doing great. My name is Vio. How can I help you today?
What hobbies have you taken up lately?
I've been learning a lot about natural language processing and machine learning lately. It's been really interesting.
Interesting. Do you know that we are in Berlin right now? Can you tell me anything about the city?
Yes, I know we are in Berlin. It's a beautiful city.
This goes on, and you can really just talk to this chatbot forever and ever about anything. And so I won't keep on playing, but would encourage you to try it out sometime. Yeah, so you can tell from the first the AI demo that the concept demo and where we're at is that there's a huge distance of the level of interactivity and the quality of the animation, and that's the number one thing we're fixated on right now, is ensuring that our characters can now, by using like generative AI and different other types of algorithms out there, to ensure that we can get the highest quality animation to really make it feel a lot more lifelike, because I think this is very, very far away, but yet impressive demo. The reason why we're doing all this is we see the avatars being used in a lot of different areas in the next 5 years, especially on screens. Lots and lots of screens. And so we see this being used in the automotive industry, used on the automotive industry and e-commerce and banking. All these, you're going to get all kinds of different real-time assistants and stuff like that. And basically they can provide you like different kinds of like navigational assistance or helping you have really personalized recommendations, you know, really being an assistant that communicates with you in a way that you can understand. And we see it spreading into like healthcare, education, entertainment, of course. These could be really, you know, great assistants to help you 24/7. And the real reason we do all this is because these avatars are very useful. You know, they're available 24/7. They don't get tired like we do. You know, they're highly scalable and they're very cost effective in the sense that, you know, you can build one and it just keeps on running. It doesn't run out of juice, doesn't need to eat. And they can really help you out with all your daily tasks and really help give you the right answers at the right time. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. I wanted to thank you for the time.
Doesn't seem to work. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. That was really incredible to see the progress we already made. Do we have any questions? Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. Thank you for the impressive demo. And as you mentioned, it's kind of still far off. I'm just wondering, what is the biggest challenges you see for the realistic animation? Because again, I still we try also kind of playing with this, but again, we still kind of see that it's kind of break that uncanny valley is still kind of big task. I'm just wondering, what are the challenges?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest challenges with animation is, you know, are you talking about animation challenges specifically?
I'm talking about more like creating character which kind of moves and act, and so we kind of see it on a two-dimensional screen, but it's kind of really sell as a human being without kind of have this uncanny feel.
Yeah.
It's just no matter what, I kind of haven't seen it yet a single, like a, even I see all the demos, later demos, which are kind of perfect, but still there is this line of like, I can see it.
Yeah. It is very visible even to a child, and I think that's one of the most challenging tasks, and it's certainly the holy grail for me as far as where we need to go. And I think that we are looking at generative AI solutions, of course, and we're also looking at it really depends on the use case. To be quite specific, like, for example, it really depends on how dynamic the speech is and how many answers are possible within that character and the domain of their knowledge base. So, for example, if you play a game like there's NPCs, and we've seen NPCs look great in many different games, and more realistic than what you see here. And, but whenever it becomes completely dynamic and you can ask any question like you can with our avatar, the number of options of trying to use normal game mechanics for animation playback and say, do this if you have this option and this option, the entire matrix of possibilities grows exponentially of what can possibly happen, and to be able to make the connection between the way somebody talks and the way they move to be fluid in the way we perceive the non-uncanny valley to be, the way we are. And so by restricting the options, it's a lot easier problem to solve, and it's been solved quite a few times in games previously, to some degree. But yeah, the unconstrained model is a lot more challenging. So we do try to build a lot of different animations and feed them into generative AI and see what can come out. But it's still a bit of the Wild West right now into what the right answer for this is.
Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately.